Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome ALTA's new president, Rob Chapman.
Thank you very much. I don't know if Nancy was very elated with the montage we've never seen, but I thought the pictures were good. I'm proud to stand in front of you today as a newly installed president of the American Land Title Association to carry the work of the great professionals who came before me. Many past ALTA presidents have stood in front of you like me today to discuss the issues facing our industry and lead us to ensure the success of this great industry. Many of us have worked in the land title business for many years, and I bet you, like me, have always been frustrated because people don't seem to understand what we do and how our work is integral to people being able to not only buy a home for their families, but also to unlock the asset in their home and use that money to start businesses for their kids, education, new automobiles, and home renovations. The once favorite phrase of Dick Cecchetini, a past ALTA president, was that our industry had a bit of an ostrich syndrome. How do you like Dick's windshield-sized sunglasses? I don't know how he held those up. Dick was frustrated because many title folks felt that this industry keep your head down approach to trade standards and lobbying was the best way to stay out of the spotlight. Many past ALTA presidents have worked very hard to show their colleagues that this isn't an option for us. In 2000, ALTA President Kara Dietrich said, "This is a time to be proactive and try to help shape marketplace demands. Change is not comfortable." In 2003, ALTA President Chuck Kowaleski said, "The great challenge the industry faces today is making people aware of its value. People in positions of influence don't know what we do and therefore don't value what we do." In 2004, then ALTA President Mark Bilbrey said, "I want to make sure the underwriters and agents are standing shoulder to shoulder as we go forward because we face a lot of challenges. We must be the ones who determine our direction, our final destination, and how we get there." In 2006, ALTA President Greg Cozen said, "We have not always done a good job of communicating to the public and our customers the value of the products and services we provide." Recent honoree life member Ann Anastasi, ALTA president in 2010, said, "Our silence has come to cloud the understanding of our industry in the minds of those who regulate and legislate our livelihoods." The work of each of these previous ALTA leaders have finally come to a tipping point through the ALTA Title Insurance and Settlement Company's Best Practices Framework. As many of you know, the creation of the best practices stems from a conversation that past presidents Chris Abbondanti and Frank Pellegrini had when they shared their concerns about the future role of title agents. This conversation spurred additional conversations that reverberated through the industry. Frank struck a chord with Chris and so many others. Frank's concerns led to the creation of a committee that would eventually begin to build the best practices framework. It is because of Frank's constant vigilance for our industry that we are able to promote such a powerful tool today. Frank and Chris are largely the godfathers of the best practices, and for that we are thankful. Everyone, please join me in thanking Chris and Frank for all of their hard work and leadership. And as we all work on these best practices that our former presidents so graciously designed, keep this Godfather quote in mind, Frank: "Never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking again." You see, there is no tool offered by the ALTA that better highlights the integrity and honor we bring to our profession than the best practices. Being an IT guy, I appreciate the back office piece of every title operation. For some of our members, the IT department is one individual, and for others, the department is made up of many people. Regardless of the size of your company, the best practices are designed to help support the back office of our industry. and do so in a way that allows us to tell our stakeholders what we do to ensure a safe and compliant real estate transaction. The words uncomfortable, misunderstood, vague, and silent will no longer be associated with this incredible industry. We are doing more than ever before to ensure that our message gets out. I believe that there has never been a better time for us to truly come together as an industry with pride and simplicity. We've worked hard for many years and built standards that we can be proud of, and now that we must execute on them. Randy Yeager, another past ALTA president, may have said it best. The title insurance industry will flourish on its ability to adapt to customer needs in a changing marketplace. I think it's very unique how I was able to get a hold of Randy's high school graduation picture. Sometimes it means you have to shake things up a bit. Karen, Randy, you should be very proud. We are shaking things up, and it is a little uncomfortable. While it may get a little bumpy when you first look through these best practices, you will feel a great confidence once you're able to take a step back and showcase why your operation is critical to the American dream. The front office runs best when the back office performs well. I know that just about better than anyone. It's why I worry about every single day. I worry about it in my own operations and in the industry as a whole. The back office function is exactly the goal of these best practices. Through implementing and showcasing the industry standards, we're able to lead by example. When the other Board of Governors and I visit regulator and legislators, we now have something tangible, something we can show the individuals to say, this is what we stand for, and this is how we protect our consumers and clients, and this is our value. It's incredible to sit in these meetings and watch as our policymakers finally grasp the important functions we provide in securing the American dream for so many people every year. We are doing our best to ensure that every ALTA member, from AccuTitle in New Jersey to Harmony Title Agency in Nevada, is able to understand and comply and highlight the best practices. As I know you've heard this week, we've developed best practices workbooks and a tutorial video, and we'll soon release a sample policy generator to assist our members. Your Board of Governors, along with other industry leaders, have stormed the country this year, spreading the words about the best practices. Their importance and providing tools for implementation, 39 state land title associations have invited us to speak, and thousands of title professionals have taken part in these meetings and the many title topic webinars that we have hosted. Now, as we continue to work to ensure the back office is functioning properly, it is equally critical to serve the front office of our operations. One of the things that Michelle dings me on frequently is my response when people say, Rob, what do you do for a living? My typical response, I'm an IT guy for a large insurance company. That really gets Michelle fired up. That was some time ago when I was first hired at Old Republic. Recently, Peter Birnbaum told me that when he is explaining his career to people, his wife often says, lead with the judge thing, it's way more interesting. Now, while we all laugh at these situations and they are funny, have you seen a fired up Michelle Coersmo? You can just about imagine. We must work on the simplicity of our message this year. We often get caught up in the if, it depends, sometimes, and what state are you talking about? Pieces of our job when describing it to those outside of the industry. Those are extremely important pieces of information. However, they often cloud our message when we're talking to people not in the title world. This must be a year where we work to talk about ourselves as confident, trustworthy, and honest professionals and an integral part of the real estate transaction. We must showcase the work we do each and every day to provide the American dream to consumers. We need to better articulate the value of our product and services that we provide. We will meet with our members, our consumers, our stakeholders, and to the general public to understand what our perception is as an industry. actually is and how we can make it better. This is not to say that there's a bad perception. However, we want to ensure we understand where we are coming from to know precisely where we are going. In this area of increased regulation, new consumer demands, and economic uncertainty, we cannot afford to muddle our message. The time we spend in front of potential consumers, our departments of insurance, and policymakers must be focused, and it must be simple. Chris Abomnante explained this effort extremely well when he gave this same speech 2 years ago. Chris said, we need to be able to explain ourselves so that grandma can understand. That's exactly what we are going to do this year. The Board of Governors and ALTA staff will work very hard to ensure our members have the tools they need to simply and succinctly describe the value of our industry when talking to policymakers, consumers, and yes, even our grandparents. During the tenure of past ALTA President Mike Pryor frequently said, another high school graduation picture, nice job, Mike. We're one industry and we're all in this together. We need to send a unified message and speak with one voice. Mike, I agree. This is our year to accomplish just that. I didn't start my time at ALTA with this day in mind. I didn't know that eventually I'd be on this stage discussing the exciting future of our industry with professionals from all around the country. I started out just like you are today. I encourage each of you to get more involved with ALTA over the next year. We've talked a lot this week about best practices and the year of implementation that's ahead of us in our own operations. However, I would like this to be a year of implementation of your ALTA membership as well. Attend local ALTA meetings, such as our agent and abstractor forums, participate in title topic webinars, join the monthly Government Affairs Committee calls, and read your Title News magazine. Utilize our meetings and conference calls to share information and network with others around the industry, so very important. Share the advocacy update with your staff so that everyone in the industry is knowledgeable of the issues we face and also the victories that we all share. Interact with us on Facebook and Twitter and start a conversation in our LinkedIn group. Utilize the ALTA staff to set up meetings with your legislators locally or work to visit them in Washington. They're a fantastic group of people. Apply to be a national title professional. Remain involved in your state land title associations and join our monthly state legislative and regulatory committee calls. There are so many ways to make most of your membership this year. I hope you utilize all that ALTA has to offer. We have so much to be proud of this year. For many years now, we have worked to build an amazing industry, an industry providing more than 156,000 American jobs, an industry that operates in every county of the United States of America. We have built an industry that we're proud of and that we are excited about. We have built an association with tools to help all of our members succeed. We have built all of these incredible things, and I am proud to stand with you over the next years as we implement all we have built. I look forward to serving you this year, and thank you for your participation each and every day. Thank you.